This is definitely going to come in handy for map makers, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. What's up, agents? Zero here, and man, it's been a while. Welcome back to another Minecraft Pocket Edition video. It's been a few days since I've actually made a video. If you guys have been following me on Twitter, you know exactly what's going on. I'm not going to mention here, but I'm back. I'm able to make videos again, and there's some actually relatively good news that happened while I was gone. 1.1, the update that we've been waiting for so long, is finally out. Now, I actually did a review on 1.1 a while back when the beta first came out. I'll make sure to put a link to that video in the description, or you can check the in-screen annotations to check that video out for yourself. But today, we're actually going to be taking a look at something brand new, something that, well, actually it's not brand new. It was actually already in 1.1 back when the beta first came out, but we're actually going to be talking about a brand new NBT tag. And if you're not familiar with what an NBT tag is, basically it's a type of data tag that you put into certain commands in order to get them to do certain things, and the data tag actually has everything to do with a brand new game mode. We have now Adventure Mode. Now, I discussed this briefly on my update video for 1.1. I didn't really go into too much detail, but I will go ahead and explain what Adventure Mode is really quick. So, as you can tell, I've got myself a bit of a tree right here, and if I go ahead and try to attack it right now, I'm actually not able to do anything. You can obviously tell I'm trying to break the tree, but it's not doing anything. Inside this chest, I have myself a diamond axe, and even with this axe, I still can't do anything. And then I've also got some oak planks here, and if I go ahead and try to place these down, absolutely nothing happens. While Adventure Mode is effectively a survival-based mode, this is exactly what it does, is that you are actually not able to break or place blocks whatsoever. That's what Adventure Mode is, and Adventure Mode is made specifically for map makers such as myself, and I do actually have plans for some maps here in the future that are actually going to make use of the Adventure Mode. However, with Adventure Mode, we actually have, like I mentioned, some brand new NBT tags, and I already explained what the NBT tags are. We've got two tags, which I'm going to explain both of them in just a moment. Well, the first one, this is a brand new NBT tag called CanDestroy. So let's go ahead and push this button. We get ourselves an iron pickaxe. Now, it doesn't really say anything right now that it's in my hotbar. Actually, speaking of my hotbar, take a look at where my health and hunger bar is. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for a while, this really isn't too big of a deal, because this is where my health and hunger are normally. That's because I have a resource pack that changes that. However, with 1.1 in, take a look, my PC hotbar resource pack is actually turned off, which means it is now a permanent part of the game to be down right above your hotbar. Your hunger and your health are now directly above your hotbar permanently. No longer are they in the top left and right corners of the screen. And actually, speaking of that, I actually noticed in a video the other day, not mine, but someone else's, that the chat messaging is actually will actually appear in the top right corner of the screen, since our health and hotbar stuff is now down at the bottom, which makes a lot more sense. Anyway, back onto the CanDestroy tag. I'm sorry, I got a little bit of a tangent there. So, obviously, if we go ahead and switch back to our pickaxe, it doesn't show anything. But if we go ahead and go into our inventory and highlight over it, take a look. We have something brand new here. We've got a can break. It says gold block and diamond block, which means we can use this iron pickaxe on the diamond block. We can use it on the gold block, which let me go and pick that up. But because the NBT tag does not say the iron block, we can't actually break the iron block with our pickaxe. So that's what that tag does. So let me go ahead and clear my inventory real quick. Now, here's the next tag. This is CanPlaceOn. And here's, it's similar to CanBreak, but instead it's for placing things down. So this says that we can place it down on a lapis block. So right here we've got an emerald block. Obviously nothing is happening, but here's the lapis block, which, by the way, I do want to go ahead and point this out. Now, it's fairly obvious that because I use a controller, it's a lot easier to see what I'm aiming at because I have crosshairs. Touch controls, you don't have that, but take a look. My crosshairs are over the emerald block and it is not lighting up the emerald block because I am actually not able to interact with this thing. However, if you take a look at this lapis block. It is highlighting and de-highlighting. Is that even a word? I don't know. Okay, so that's because I can actually interact with this lapis block, and because of the MBT tag, I can place the crafting table on top of the lapis block, and that's exactly how those two tags work. Let me go ahead and go back into Create, because then otherwise I can't actually show you what these tags look like. So let's go ahead and go into our command block GUI, and we're going to take a close look. Let me go and close this. Apparently I need to have my keyboard up, so you use either the give command or the replace item command. So you just use the normal syntax, as it's called, for /give and /replace item. And if you guys want information on how these works, you can simply look it up. I think I've done a video on how this works. I'm not entirely sure. I really don't know, but here's how the NBT tag works. So here's how it's written out. First, you need a curly bracket, then quotes, Minecraft, _can_destroy, quotes. That's the NBT tag start. That tells the game, okay, you are actually allowed to destroy certain blocks. And then you put colon, another curly bracket, quotes again, blocks, quotes, colon, and then you need to make sure that this is a square bracket, because I accidentally put this in a normal parentheses, not a square bracket, and it came up as invalid. Then you put in a quote, and then you put in whatever blocks you want to be able to break. As you can see, I've got diamond _ block. If you want it to be able to interact with more than one item, then you close quotes, put down a comma to separate it out. Do not put any spaces in. Put in another set of quotes. Put in the next item you want to interact with. So in this case, gold _ block, quotes. And then if you want to do the same thing again, just repeat the process, comma, quote, whatever block, quote, comma, whatever, quote, whatever block, and so on and so forth. And then just close it off with a square bracket into curly brackets. And that's exactly how the CanDestroy tag works. Now, CanPlaceOn is a very similar story. It works exactly the same. Just start with the normal syntax for either give or replace item, and then you follow the exact same formula, but instead you use can _ place _ which actually honestly is a little bit of a mouthful, but it works exactly the same way for typing it out. So you do curly bracket, quote, Minecraft, can _ place _ quote, colon, curly bracket, quote, blocks, quote, man, I literally just forgot what this is called, colon, man, sometimes my brain works with me, square bracket, quotes, and then whatever block you want to interact in this case, lapis _ block, then quotes, then close it off with a square bracket and two curly brackets. That's exactly how all this works. This is definitely going to come in handy for map makers, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. But with that out of the way, I think this is probably a good place to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. One more, make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.